Hi, how's everyone? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning. And hello, if you're new, we're doing Moon in Libra today. Tropical astrology, Moon is in Libra. Sidereal, it's in Virgo, but we did Virgo already, so we'll do Libra. Let's see. So we've got the Moon 10 degrees Libra, and it is in a good trine with Jupiter in Gemini. But Jupiter is in retrograde. So there may be, let's see, it's like the Sun card, where even if the Sun is in reverse, it's still really good energy. Same with Jupiter. Jupiter is the rules Sagittarius. He loves expansion and experience and learning new things, and that being in Gemini, ooh, we like stories and ideas and things like that. But even in retrograde, we're still receiving all that good stuff, but we may be a little more contemplative about it. Okay, Moon in Libra, we're just kind of it's a very sweet, very, I feel, pulling more attention to ourselves, maybe our aesthetic, maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you guys are out there getting ready to go out and, there's been everything showers today and, hair treatments and mud masks and ordering your favorite food for the football games today, things like that. Really nice, almost Taurus energy because Venus does rule both, and they both love comforting things. So we're feeling a little bit homey today. I do feel like mostly in bright spirits, even tempered, looking for calm and not if not joy, then just evenness, right? Balance. That's what I wanted to say. But there's two harsh squares with the moon in Libra. We've got the moon square Mercury in Capricorn. So even though we may be wanting to find some balance and just kind of, Libra is very into aesthetic and calm and diplomacy and, don't bug me today, let's not fight. I just want things nice and happy. And then we've got Mercury in Capricorn. Capricorn is the taskmaster. And it is that Mercury is conjunct with Saturn there too. So there may be some stress about work, there may be some stress about career, and that may be weighing a little bit on our hearts. We're a little worried. Um, it's also square to Mars retrograde in Cancer, which is the moon's ruling sign. So there could be, if not, oh, they wanted me to say something about our energy levels. Like today, I was actually pretty energetic. I was alert and I was, feeling great, but it was a little erratic. Like I couldn't focus. And even though Jupiter is in Gemini, which is our mind, it is retrograde. So it's a little bit calmer, um, a little more contemplative. But with Mars energy in Cancer, our hearts may be a little discombobulated. Like I said, that Mars energy, it's very volatile, and it being retrograde in such a sensitive sign, we may be feeling like I've been having weird dreams lately. Not too bad. It's not like when Saturn's in Pisces or anything. I mean, this is just this is the kind of energy where your dreams are really busy, so when you wake up you're still tired because you were you were exerting yourself in your dreams. So when you wake up, it's like, I need 5 more hours of sleep. That's what it feels like. So we're going to do the moon reading, and I'm doing it the same way that I do the Death Splits the Difference readings, where I went in to the decks and I found the moon and I pulled what's behind it and what is in front of it. And as I'm contemplating this, they were telling me this moon position behind the moon is what we're dwelling on. This is stuff that is just that nagging thing on our hearts that we can't get rid of. It's always in the background. It's always like shadow. It's always being thought about underneath, on the underneath. Okay, and then in front of it is what our hearts are trying to focus on. All right. So remember, not all messages will resonate for everyone the same. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in your timelines. Like I like to say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage. I can't tell if you, the viewer, are involved in the situation or just observing. So keep that in mind. I can only read the energies. So, all Libra placements, any kind of, in fact, not even Libra placements, everybody, because we all have Libra somewhere in our charts, somewhere, even if it's empty. Right now, the moon is there, and whichever house your chart has Libra in, that may be where the moon energy is playing out, okay? So, Libra energies, Libra placements, everybody. Um, Behind the moon from the first of, I'm using the first light tarot, the tarot of the divine, the tarot familiars, and the Celtic Lenormand. So from the first light tarot, when I found the moon, the card behind it was death, change, Scorpio energy, and the card in front of it is the Empress, development, Libra and Taurus energy. So what I was getting from this was that there is something still on our minds and hearts that has ended or transformed or changed, whether better or for worse, but I feel like it was quite a burden. We've got the Four of Cups on death with the Devil. And the Four of Cups to me is very, it's, there's an energy of apathy, yes, but it comes after the Three of Cups of celebration. Um, so So the Ace of Cups is the opportunity for new love. The Two of Cups is the choice to go with that new love, right? That's the Two of Cups is the commitment. The Three of Cups is celebrating after that. It's celebrating with friends. It's like the honeymoon phase. But the Four of Cups is the morning after. It's the energy after the honeymoon wears off. It's the energy of the after party. It's post nut clarity. And this says that there's something here where you really had to contemplate if this is what you wanted, because something about it just wasn't right. It wasn't what you expected. Maybe it wasn't as sweet as you thought it was. Like those three cups that are there are the three cups of the party putting that down. Like that celebrating is over, and the other cup is the person contemplating the Ace of Cups, like, do I want to start over? The Devil here, that's the lovers in chains. So there was definitely something about a relationship that turned very sour. And it did end because we do have death here, which is change. It was transformation, but it's also a rebirth of something. And for this, I feel like it's the rebirth of your own heart. But that's in the past, and we're still kind of feeling the residuals of it. Devil energy is something that we entered into in the beginning as the lovers, very, very happily, with good intentions. Everything was sweet. You know, life hadn't tested it yet. So it was still really pure and innocent, and the intentions were good. And then with devil energy, it just turned sour. It became an obligation, it became a burden, it became something that you were chained to that was very painful. Okay? So let's see. This also says there was a power imbalance. There was a lot of ego involved. Maybe there was lust and obsession involved, but it was very toxic. it ended up at the end that you guys were just kind of together out of obligation. That Four of Cups, like I said, was apathy. It's almost like, well, I made my bed, I'm gonna lie in it. In other word, in others, well, sorry, I do stutter. For others in the collective, it was a feeling of it's fine. It's not fireworks and sonnets and beauty and everything, but it's fine. It's fine. I can go a little longer. It's fine. You know. And it's like you were making concessions. It's like, well, I'll take a job where my hours are opposite theirs so we don't have to see each other much, right? And this was really difficult to end because the devil, you were chained to it. And the only way to take those chains off is to choose to. So, this is in the past and it's still weighing on your mind and hearts, but it's it's getting further and further in the rear view mirror. Now, there still may be moments or days or weeks where you're still feeling the residual, whether emotional, psychological, maybe something, you heard their name or you were triggered in some way, and that kind of stirs, re-agitates those watery emotions that the moon it rules. But it was a choice to end it because there was nothing there that was emotionally fulfilling. In the Rider-Waite deck, that Four of Cups, um, they're empty. And I do believe in one of the decks they're spilled. And those three cups, one has something green in it, which suggests something poisonous. One had something red in it, which suggests either wine or blood, and one was the waters of emotion. And they're now tipped over and empty. And that Ace of Cups is a opportunity or a promise from the divine that you can move on and go towards something else. That Ace of Cups energy is a renewal of creativity, imagination, balanced, healthy emotional waters. Okay, it's like the bartender giving you a fresh glass after after something was spilled. Okay, but like I said, this is behind the moon, so it's still a nagging kind of undercurrent in the emotions, right? But at least it's in the past. And like I said, it's getting further and further in the past as time goes on. In front of the moon, what she's illuminating. Now remember, the moon illuminates what the ego tries to hide. So here we have the Empress, development. I feel like what you're trying to focus your heart on is regrowth, reinvesting in yourself, nurturing yourself, or something else, right? But we have the Five of Swords here and the King of Cups. And the Five of Swords is ending a conflict even though there's no winner. Okay? You're dealing with heartbreak still. And in the Five of Swords, there's Two of Swords on the ground, which is the Two of Swords of indecision, no good options, in between a rock and a hard place. And you finally dropped that, but the situation may have ended, but the person who ended it is walking away with Three Swords. And that's the Three of Swords of heartbreak. So there is still that pain on your mind. But you're trying to, like, I heard you're trying to manifest yourself out of it. Okay? There's also here the King of Cups. This could be Pisces energy. The Devil is Capricorn energy. Death is Scorpio. Empress is Taurus and Libra. So the King of Cups here, Pisces energy, this is gaining control of your emotions. This is being master over your emotions, not their servants. Okay? So this is what you're kind of working on emotionally at this time. feeling like I got out of it, but there was no winner. And now I have to nurture myself. That's Empress energy, development and nurturing. It's growth and abundance and productivity. That's what they wanted me to focus on earlier. Productivity. It's like keeping yourself busy so you don't think about the past. Being productive, doing something constructive, especially because you're planting a new future. So um, you're trying to really concentrate on being productive for this new future. And the future that you're trying to plan out is one where you are emotionally whole and healed and back on top. Do you know what I mean? Leaving the past in the past, going forward with freedom and renewal. And with this King of Cups, you're being extremely protective over your heart. Do you see how the dragon is hovering over the cup with the pearl in it? That pearl is your heart. And he's being extremely protective, very guarded about it, very in control of the situation, very observant about his emotional surroundings, and really selective about who he allows to come forward, okay, and be near him. This is it says it being balanced emotionally, being devoted, generous, and charitable. Yes, being kind. This is to yourself in this instance. Emotional, I'm sorry, generous, charitable, devoted, intuitive, and emotionally stable for you, to yourself. This is being guarded over yourself because you're still dealing with that Three of Swords. You know, I don't know if any of you are fandom. They're showing me Lord of the Rings when Frodo is stabbed by the Nazgul at Weathertop. He never loses that scar, and every once in a while it will ache. And even though when he was ready to go into the West, it had been what, 100 years, 80 years, I don't know, 50 years. Even then, at the end, he said that it still aches sometimes, and that's what we're feeling right now. So, Empress energy, we are in our element. We're finally rediscovering our Empress selves. Now, remember, this is not gender specific. Gender ain't shit. Okay, it's only on this plane of existence that we have gendered bodies. Gender ain't shit in the spirit world. This is energy. So we're trying to be nurturing. We're trying to develop new. I heard new habits. That's very moon energy because habits are ruled under the moon and Cancer. It's also cycles, because, like I said over here, even though this is in the past, every once in a while it'll come around and trigger us again. And that's that moon cycling energy. When the moon comes in and brings the tide, all the little critters in the tide pool, which is a symbolic representation of our emotions, all those little critters in there come alive. Okay? So when the moon comes around, it's the suggestion of there are times where energies may come around that fiddle with the things in the tide pool and kind of agitate those old wounds, right? What we're trying to focus on is moving forward. Um, we realize that it's done even though we might not have won anything but our freedom, right? And now we're being very protective over it. So foundational cards here I drew from the Celtic Lenormand, and the three cards we got, of course, we've got the moon again, and this is in emotion, intuition, cycles, sensitivity, flux and change. And we do have that here with Scorpio. Scorpio is a higher vibration of Cancer. receptive energy, psychic connection, reflection. Oh, in both ways, I heard reflection, the dark hidden parts of us, illusions, and dreams. So, yeah, we're feeling very dreamy. I heard nostalgic and not in a good way. Yeah, I heard like, oh, I remember they used to do that. I remember they used to say that. I remember this. It's like maybe somebody was cooking and it all of a sudden sparked a memory that was like, oh, I remember they liked their eggs this way. And that kind of brings back a little bit of, oh, I don't want to think about that. But that's kind of the energy here. But then we've got this great energy about the stork. Now relax, in this deck the stork does not mean babies, but it does mean movement. This could be a relocation. Maybe somebody moved or is going to move. Remember, you're all at different points in the timeline. Um, there was a change of location. I heard a change of heart. I heard there was a change of heart also, and that's healthy. Um, it says movement, relocation, improved standing. So, whatever this was that you, like I said, when I said we moved on with our freedom, now you're in a better position. Now you're a little bit more on stable ground because you don't have this devil energy making you unbalanced. Okay. And this is also a message to be receptive and listen, be calm and collected, quiet planning, progress, being reserved, smart, and accepting of the situation. Then, next to that, you've got the key. This is wonderful because this is insight, discovery. I heard self discovery, even um, breakthrough, epiphany, revelation, a solution, a skill achievement, or knowledge now accessible. See, I love that. I heard, oh, okay, they're saying with the stork energy because it's rules relocating and movement. I heard as soon as you moved on, you gained an epiphany. I heard even an energetic one. There was an energetic shedding of some kind of emotional chains, and now you feel free. No, I'm not saying that you're stable and happy and everything is roses and rainbows. You may very well have walked into a situation where you have less than you did before, but, huge but here. Your energy is much more free. You can now put some development into you, whereas when you were in that other devil energy relationship, most of your energy was being drained away in order to sustain the relationship. Okay? Now, look at the difference here. I love this. Look at the difference between these two cards. Let me hold these up. You've got the devil here and the king of cups. Look at how they're both coiled and ready to strike, but it's like the king of cups has something to fight for, where the devil doesn't. Look how the devil is ready to strike, but he's not protecting anything. The king of cups is. So even if you had to go head to head with this energy again, you have something to fight for, and it's that pearl. And that pearl is your heart, your emotional well-being, your control of yourself. I love, look at that symbolism. I might screenshot that. Bam. They're both coiled and ready to strike, but one is aggressive and one is protective. And, so it's like you've changed from that devil energy into this protective energy over yourself. I love that symbolism. Um, So yeah, there was movement, there was moving on, there was a change of there was a change of position, a change of status, a change of standing, and now you've got the key here on the desk in your new home. Maybe this is the key to a new home. Because we had the storks here and now we've got the key on the counter. So this could be moving on to a new home. This could be what happened after you left. It could be in the future. But it also represents enlightenment, and it's like now that it's quiet, you can fucking hear yourself think, and you can receive that information of where it was like, oh my god, it really wasn't me. Or, oh my god, it really was me. I mean, there's something where being in this clarity, in this clearing of energy, where, the air is moving and it's not so heavy, and you're not walking on eggshells, and you're not stressed to the core, where you can actually fucking listen, you can receive, you can comprehend. And a lot of times when those epiphanies come through, that can be the agitating factor of bringing back this memories of a situation. But it's in order to untangle it and release it. So that's beautiful, beautiful energy. The bottoms of the decks here. Libra, you showed up good. You're here in Empress energy, and you're also here as Justice, okay? So underneath all of that, you've got Justice. This was decisions with clear evidence, deep thinking, and being very strong in your beliefs. You said, no, this is it. It's going to hurt. No one's going to win. I'm going to lose. There's going to be heartbreak all around, but fuck you, I'm done. Okay, because it comes under here under the Four of Cups. I'm apathetic. There is nothing in those cups for me anymore. Post-nut clarity. After all the great hot sex and all the celebrating and all the putting on the face for your friends and your family, and oh, clink glass, everything's so wonderful. Meanwhile, when you go back to the house, they're gonna start a fucking fight. Right? Oh no, everything's great. Yay, let's toast to the couple, And then you realize this is not the cups that I thought it was going to be. This is devil energy. So justice came through. Shing! Weighed everything on the scale of truth, and that Queen of Swords, which is the justice energy, came through and lopped off the head of that dragon, of that fire serpent, the devil, and gained your freedom. Then we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands in reverse. Now, usually the Seven of Wands upright means that you have the high ground, you're defending yourself against some foes. It's the Six of Wands. So after the Six of Wands of victory, now you're trying to defend your position, but this is in reverse. So you're feeling a little off-footed. That's to be expected. You thought you had a victory to defend. That was the 2, 3 of Cups. But like I said, it turned out to be not worth. I heard it wasn't worth defending. And now you're feeling overwhelmed. You feel like you had how do I want to say this? Like, even though you were in defense mode, you had stable footing, but now you feel unstable. Like you're walking on rocks with no shoes. I don't know why they showed me that, but that's emotionally how you feel. Walking on uneven ground, you've got one staff, and it's broken because you were trying to fucking defend yourself, and now you're kind of wobbly about it. Here we also have look at that. What did I say? The Three of Cups in reverse, right? The party's over. Those cups are empty. The friends have gone. They don't see what the truth is. They've left. This is feeling lonely, disconnected, and it says joyless. Oh, didn't I say joy? Something about joy earlier? But yeah, what, wow, how interesting. I didn't even notice that until now. Three of Cups in reverse. What did I say? It's like now after the party, you're in recovery. Uh, then we also have the dog. Somebody very loyal, even if it's you. But you do have surrounding you or coming in. You could be having someone coming in, a loyal, dependable, supportive friend. Faithful, reliable, affectionate, protective, and a capable ally. That's wonderful. Under that, you have the anchor and the sun. Look at that. We've got the sun and the moon. So something is going to be coming to light. And I feel they just told me that's an ego healing. Whereas we always hear so often about ego deaths. You know, they're having an ego death or a dark night of the soul. But I've never ever heard them refer to an ego healing. And there it is. This friend's coming in. There's the anchor here, which is a safe harbor, grounding security, a home base, work and settling in. And under that, there's the sun. I love that. And it's success, energy, growth, warmth, motivation. There's masculine energy here, restoration, and vitality. See, I mean, the darkness you're coming through, and I feel like they're showing me you're coming through the darkness because you hear this dog barking in the future. Okay, you hear something in the future that is calling you forward. Dog energy, traditionally in symbolism, psychology, dream interpretation, things like that, they're guides. Like the Fool card has a dog with him because he's about to step off the cliff, and that's his spirit guide. If you think about in the movie Coco, when Miguel goes to the underworld, Dante goes with him. Even though he was a scraggly old street dog, the symbolism is that he was his guide through that tunnel, through that change, through that transformation. He was a guide along the way. So you hear you hear it's in the future, I feel, but you can hear it barking. Maybe you guys, somebody has a dog on the other side. And like I said, there was dreams recently with Mars there in Cancer, where the dreams are really vivid, but kind of strange. Maybe somebody is dreaming of their dog that passed. When that happens, that's really them. Okay, so they're trying to encourage you and guide you. It's like they're saying you're doing great. I see you. I'm here for you. Um Sometimes if they can't come back to us, and we go to them in dreams, they're like, "Holy shit, I can't believe you're here." That's kind of getting off topic. But if you could see it how I see it. In fact, maybe I'll take a picture and use that as the thumbnail. If you can see it how I see it, you got the moon here, which your heart is in under darkness. You got the storks here, which means you're moving. I'm surprised the Six of Swords didn't come out. You got the key here, which is an epiphany, and like an opening up of something that you didn't know or have or understand, you now do. And now there's this movement through the darkness under the moon twice. And here in the future, you've got the dog watching out for you. Like he knows you're coming, and you can hear him barking. So you follow that voice. Okay, and it could, like I said, it could be a person that you're going towards. It could be a new condition that you're going towards, a new situation, anything like that. Three of Cups in reverse, yeah. Party's over. Seven of Wands, you're feeling off-footed. I also feel, I also heard you feel like in that Seven of Wands reverse energy, there was no one, there was no aid during that fight. you kind of were fighting on your own for yourself, and there wasn't anybody really to take up and have your back. But now that you've gotten through it, there on the other side of it is someone very, very loyal waiting for you. I love the symbolism. Look at that. He's like perked up. He hears you coming, senses you coming, maybe smells you coming. You know, dogs can recognize our car noise, our car sound. Like 6 blocks away, they can sense you coming. That's what this feels like. Something in the future senses you coming. And you're moving in healed and stronger and more stable. All right? So I hope that is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I am available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. For any small donation, I would love to do a 3-card spread as a thank you. Email, Venmo, Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donations. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We're going to go on to the Ancestor Oracle messages and see if we can't get some final messages for this Libra moon cycle. Everybody, let's see here. Please give us Oracle messages for moon in Libra. First day of Aquarius. Aquarius, I think the sun is 7 minutes. Just the tip. Just to see how it feels. Just the fingertip in Aquarius right now. Oh, no, that's too many. Please give me one. Okay, thank you. Oh, I hate that card. It's very boomer energy. Bloom where you're planted and you can do it, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we've got the wise one. It says, grow within your current situation. My current situations were always really shitty. So when I would get that kind of bloom where you're planted bullshit, I'd be like, no. Oh, and the animal guardian. That's interesting. Oh, I hate ads. Trust your instincts, it says. So we'll read the wise one first. This opinionated old Karen of a spirit here. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, we've got more moon energy because she's got an owl and a raven. So the owl will bring messages from the moon in the nighttime, and the raven brings messages from the sun during the day. Okay, that's how I look at the symbolism. It says, let me turn down the brightness so that you can see the cards better real quick. Oh, I hope it's not too dark. Okay, there we go. Isn't that pretty? It says, grow within your current situation. It says, knuckle down, be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. See, that's what I don't. That's why I think it's like boomer energy. So the wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you're being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. Oh, see, productivity with the Empress. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed. Yeah, boredom with that Four of Cups and overwhelmed with that Seven of Wands in reverse. It's but persevere, it says. You're being reminded of how it feels to be down. Be down? be let down. You're being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability. So that is not who you were, and that's not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on because it's going to be extremely beautiful for you in the long run. Okay, so the message kind of shifted a little bit for me now. And now I'm not so bitter about it, right? I'm not so jaded about it. She's encouraging you now that you're in a better situation to get down to business for yourself. Let's get down to business. Get down to business for yourself, finally. Now that you remember, I said now that the energy is clear and you're not like in this energetic suck of energy. Now that it's clear, you're able to get through that darkness. You've got the key here. You have all the insight that you need. Um, You got the dog energy cheering you on. Oh, we had the anchor under that. Oh, I forgot to do that. I will do that before I go on to the next card. But yeah, she's saying, again, bloom where you're planted because you just replanted yourself in better soil, okay? I'm going to backtrack real quick. You don't usually do this, but I forgot to do the undercards. So you've got the anchor here, which is, like I said, safe harbor. The dog is drawing you towards that, and under that is the sun, which, is healing energy, illumination. Under the Seven of Wands in reverse, we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Six of Swords. Oh, there it is. That's the moving on that I was. Remember, I said I'm surprised we don't have the Six of Swords. There it is. There's the Six of Swords on top of Judgment. Interesting. There was some energy in another reading where somebody was paused in the path and they were taking a moment to gather their bearings because there was a delay. And in that delay, they were looking mentally and emotionally, they were looking backwards, saying, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe because of the delay, they thought they were on the wrong path. What if this is God's way, the divine's way of telling me I'm on the wrong path and they're not letting me proceed? No, it's not like that. It's that they always tell me that when they're moving things into position in your future, um, they may have to pause you a minute so that they can move something else and then you can advance a little. And then you may have another pause while they're moving other things, especially if it involves other people. Because not only do circumstances have to line up, but everyone has free will. So, not everybody who is going to play in that situation will choose to go the right way. And then they have to remaneuver everything. So, if there's a delay, don't feel discouraged, okay? There's a delay for a reason because something in the future isn't lining up yet, and you have a moment to pause, regroup, put some effort into yourself. It's like when you're going on a journey and there's a detour and you're like, well, I might as well pull off and go to Burger King and get some lunch. It might delay your trip about a half hour or 45 minutes. Now think of that in the time span of a lifetime. Like, oh, okay, that bridge is out and I need to wait or find a way around it, but that's going to take time. I might as well, find somewhere to go to the bathroom or, get something to eat. Put some time into yourself, okay? Where else was I? Yeah, that Eight of Cups in reverse is the idea. Maybe I made a mistake. You left those Eight Cups because they were empty. The Eight of Cups is walking away from something that's not emotionally fulfilling because they're empty anyways. And now in reverse, it's like you stopped on the path and you're looking backwards at those Eight Cups thinking, maybe there's something in those cups that I can salvage. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's the message I was getting in one of the other readings too. Don't do it. All right, they're empty. They're empty. You're the one that knocked them over to make sure that's the energy of continuing to try. Like maybe if I make, so you're in a relationship and you're like, okay, well, if I do this, that toxic relationship, if I do this, they react this way. So I'm going to have to adjust how I do this. It's that walking on eggshells bullshit. And it's like, well, maybe if I do it this way, that's that checking of all the cups. They're empty. They're bone dry. And you walked away for a reason, okay? So keep walking. Here we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Underneath that is the Three of Coins. I love the Three of Coins. It just came out in the other reading yesterday. This is recognition for your hard work. Okay, those two ogres in the background, they only choose the very best. Okay, the story is that they come down out of the mountains, they scan the villagers, they know everybody, and they choose one kid that has all the potential to learn the secrets of, their magic and occult knowledge, and they pick one, and you are being recognized as the one that has the ability to do this. This is competence and skill, worth, and talent. Absolutely. And I feel like, especially with that dog energy, somebody in the future sees that. They see your worth. Underneath that, you've got the Queen of Coins. This is Capricorn energy. All right, industrious, you're practical, gracious, generous, and responsible. Okay? So, this is like a story of very, very tough emotional baggage that keeps coming up, right? And then there was a point where you're like, maybe I made a mistake. Don't, you did not make a mistake. Your path forward is, no path is absolutely clear of gravel, but you are definitely have the skill to go through it. Especially if you put the effort back into yourself in that recovery phase, that Empress energy. Nurture yourself. Okay? I love this. So now to continue on, we had oh wait, yeah. Yeah, Three of Cups reversed. Party's over. Three of Coins. I'm worth it. And the Queen of Coins. Yeah. Yeah, practical, industrial. Oh, and this, they're telling me in some cases this might be that person in the future coming in too. That's sweet. And somebody told one of the voices, not voices, but um one of them said that Queen of Coins that you're hearing from the future, that barking in the future is you. It's like I'm trying to describe the symbolism. They show me pictures. I'm very symbol oriented. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. It's like you're calling for yourself from the future to follow what you're doing, In other cases, this is somebody else. Oh, they're also saying to me that dog energy could be a loved one on the other side. Just kind of like watching you. Look at that. Watching, having faith in you. That's my bitch. That's my girl. That's my niece. That's my mom. Whatever. And just being really supportive from the other side. Okay, Animal Guardian. Where's my book? Animal Guardian. I'm sorry I rambled right there at the end, but the reading of the ones underneath kind of was out of sync, so I got a little bit mixed up. But let's do Animal Guardian now. It says, trust your instincts. Okay, we've got more owl symbolism and more raven symbolism. We've also got deer and eagle. We've got stork. If you'd like a little rabbit hole to go down, you can look up the animals and like the symbolism for them. So we've got snake, we've got dragon, stork, dog, deer, eagle, panther, raven, and owl again. It says, trust the powerful animal spirit within you, uh, to learn more about yourself and your talents. That four of the three of pentacles, talent. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel. They just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card appears, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It'll teach you how to. I'm sorry, the light is dim. It'll teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Okay. Everybody has animal energy that they're attracted to, okay? Everybody has an animal that they relate to. Some people like elephants, some people like panthers, some people like worms. Every animal has um, valuable energy that you can learn from, okay? So they're asking you to kind of tap into that. I'm not saying, that it's a huge part of it, but it might be some other little nugget of, you know, inspiration that'll help you along the way. Okay? That's what I have for everybody. Oh, wait, no. We're gonna do the see what happens when I get uh, out of the routine. That's what it was. We're gonna get some last minute oracle cards here. Trying to keep it under an hour. Okay. Oh, protection, salt. You gotta do the salt. Oh, look, you're giving too many fucks. Interesting. You got the finger. You're giving too many fucks. Decide what to give a fuck about. I heard somebody saying if you have too many fucks to give, then you're just carrying around this big heavy bag of fucks. Okay, stuck in the past, 777. Six of Cups reverse. See, that's that reversal energy, like looking back going, I really hope I made the right decision. Remember, you are spirit. All right, that's a good one. One more. Thank you. Female family member. What'd I say? Okay. I'll show you the cards here. We have the salt protection ring. You might want to find a salt ritual that you can do. Usually it's laying some salt at the four directions, or putting some salt in a bath water so you can cleanse your energy. Oh, here's a good one. If you take a half a lemon and cut it into fours, see what I've made. I did this one. Oh, it's kind of old. But you take a half a lemon and cut it into fours and then pour salt on it. It brings in abundance and it dries up negativity. That could be a good one for you. Here you've got the finger. You're giving way too many fucks, okay? I heard only give a fuck about yourself in this instance, in this issue. You got a lot of healing to do. And maybe somebody wants to come back and, replug into that outlet. No. Give them the finger. Stuck in the past, that Six of Cups in reverse, it wasn't as rosy as you're remembering it. So please try to heal from that. Remember you are spirit. Connect, listen, ascend, be still, and know. I like that. Lotus energy. Female family member, grandma, granddaughter. See, look at how the wise one came in, right? And then you got female family member. See how this looks. And then here's the young version of her. So this could be a granddaughter, a niece, a daughter, a younger friend. See how that looks? Okay. Giving you the message of that, you can grow where you are right now because it's better soil. All right. And then you've got 777 divine path. You're right where you should be, and you are serving your divine purpose. Even if you feel like you're delayed or on uneven ground, if you're looking back and remembering, how you got here, maybe you're in this energy of nothing is really working right now. I'm putting all this energy into myself, into developing something new, and I'm in a stagnant place. Please be patient, and because you are right where you should be. Okay? 777. Thank you guys. That's what I have for you. I'll be back in probably tomorrow or later today, depending on when this uploads. Probably tomorrow for Aquarius's birthday reading. And then I think I'll do a general. Oh, no, then we have the death splits, the difference for Sagittarius to get to in the next couple days. So thank you for sticking with me until I see you again in the next couple days. Okay, thanks. Bye.